had these two pet ducks. There's Fat Tony and Meatball. Awesome ducks. I've never held a duck before, like a full-grown duck, and they were pretty big. You know, I was like, oh, I got this duck. But really cool ducks. And about 5 or 6 weeks ago, Fat Tony got taken away by a chicken hawk or an eagle or something, like a bird of prey. You know, just there's nothing but feathers of them left, and super devastating for Fat Tony or Meatball. Wait, Fat Tony. Sorry, I've been drinking. Fat Tony got taken away, right? So Meatball is super sad, and yeah, so Meatball's sitting there and he's like contemplating in his head, and he's like, I can't just live solo. Like, Katie's awesome, she's a great human, but you know, I can't just live solo. So he decides to start bulking up. He's like, he does little feet slappies in the water because he can't quite fly yet. So he's just like doing feet slappies. He's working out. He's buffing up. He's like taking, you know, the little like clamp things that you put with your legs. He's doing that with his bill. And he was like taking his little bill and my dad's belt sander and like and like sharpening it up to a fine point, like almost like a bird, like a seed bird, where they have like their really pointy mouths. They get nuts and crack them open and shit. So yeah, he's like totally getting pumped, and then goes out there and berets his feathers like come at me, bro. And the hawk comes back down and grabs him, right by his ass, and just like these you know, whatever fucking noise eagles make. So flies up in the air, right? And Meatball's just like, this is my chance. He uses his slappy feet to disorient the hawk. The hawk's like, oh God, what's going on? We'll just call the hawk Dan, because fuck Dan, right? So just Dan's getting all he's all disoriented, he's messed up, and then he takes his little drilled up, sharpened beak and just gouges this hawk's eyeballs out. True story. Gouges his eyeballs out, just like, whack, you know, whack, whack, whack. So it's insane, this big battle. So obviously the hawk, chicken hawk, duck hawk, if you will, is spiraling down, and Meatball's sitting on top of him to brace for impact, you know, hits the ground. And Meatball looks back at the hawk and is like, that's for my brother. I'll be joining you soon, Fat Tony. And then he waddles his way back to Katie, back to the house a day later. And obviously he's, you know, a little messed up from this epic battle, duck versus hawk. I mean, you know, but he got him. He got him. And he know he's sitting there in Katie's arms, and he's like this single, you know, he's like, whack, and then dies. And that whack to Katie was just a, you know, a quack. But she knew what it really meant. He said, I give my glory to you. This is, you know, for all the help you've given us and the wonderful life you've had. So, raise your glass if you don't give a fuck, and drink for Fat Tony and Meatball the duck, if you would. Now, without further ado, I'll shrink myself back down, and we'll start playing some goddamn Dracula.